Hello students, today we are studying modes of vibration of a stretched string. Consider a string of length L stretched between two rigid supports. If it is made to vibrate by plucking it or by using a vibrator like a tuning fork, a transverse wave is produced along the string. When this transverse wave reaches to the fixed end of the string, it gets reflected back with a change of phase of pi radian. The reflected wave interfere with the incident wave and stationary waves are formed along the string. By plucking the string at different positions, we get different number of loops and we can make the string vibrate with different modes of vibration. Students, in all these diagrams, जो solid font है वो incident wave है and जो dotted font है वो reflected wave है. First mode of vibration of string, which is also called as fundamental mode of vibration of string. We are considering a string which is fixed between two rigid supports. At fixed end हमें हमेशा नोड मिलेगा, फिक्स्ड एंड हमें हमेशा नोड मिलेगा. एग्जैक्टली हम यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट सेंटर में प्लग करेंगे. दैट मीन्स इन केस ये स्ट्रिंग है फॉर एग्जाम्पल 30 सेंटीमीटर का, सो 15 सेंटीमीटर पे हम प्लग करेंगे. नाउ व्हेन वी प्लग एग्जैक्टली एट द सेंटर, व्हाट विल हैपन? This particle will start vibrating with maximum amplitude. मतलब यहां हमें एक एंटी नोड दिखाई देगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, नोड एग्जैक्टली सेंटर में एक एंटी नोड. इस केस में वी विल गेट ओनली फॉर्मेशन ऑफ वन लूप. सो स्टूडेंट्स, कैन आई से द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव नोड्स is lambda by 2. So length of the string L can be taken as lambda by 2. Second mode of vibration of string. A string is fixed between two rigid supports. So by default fixed point पे हमें node मिलने वाला है. Now what we have to do, exactly center में हमें hold करना पड़ेगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, मैंने आपसे कहा था इफ दिस स्ट्रिंग इज ऑफ लेंथ 30 सेंटीमीटर, हम लोग एग्जैक्टली सेंटर यानी 15 सेंटीमीटर पे इसे होल्ड करेंगे. नाउ व्हेन वी डू सो, यहाँ पे हमें एक नोड मिल जाएगा एंड इन दोनों नोड के बीच, एग्जैक्टली बीच यहाँ पे हमें स्ट्रिंग को प्लग करना है सो दैट दिस पार्टिकल विल स्टार्ट वाइब्रेटिंग with maximum amplitude. and likewise students, हमें यहाँ पे भी एक एंटी नोड मिल जाएगा. सो नोड इन दोनों के एग्जैक्टली बीच में एक एंटी नोड, नोड इन दोनों के एग्जैक्टली बीच में एक एंटी नोड. स्टेशनरी वेव हमने फॉर्म किया स्टूडेंट्स, बट दिस टाइम एक नहीं, हमें दो लूप मिले स्टूडेंट्स. सो कैन आई से द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू सक्सेसिव नोड इज लैम्डा बाई 2. So students, this distance is lambda by 2 and this distance is also lambda by 2. Students, lambda का मतलब हुआ wavelength. Last time हमने wavelength को lambda लिया था. So this time we are considering that wavelength as lambda 1. तो आप ऐसा सोचिए that this distance is lambda 1 by 2. This distance is also lambda 1 by 2. So what is the total distance? Lambda 1 by 2 plus lambda 1 by 2, total will be lambda 1. So length L of the string is taken as lambda 1. Third mode of vibration of a string. A string is fixed between two rigid supports. फिक्स्ड पॉइंट पे हमेशा नोड मिलेगा, फिक्स्ड पॉइंट पे हमेशा नोड मिलेगा. सो बाय डिफॉल्ट वी आर गेटिंग टू नोड्स. अब हम क्या करेंगे, एट 1/3 लेंथ हम होल्ड करेंगे, उसके आगे 1/3 लेंथ पे हम होल्ड करेंगे. एडवांटेज ये होगा स्टूडेंट्स, दीज टू पार्टिकल्स यानी 1/3 लेंथ और उसके आगे 1/3 लेंथ, दोज टू पार्टिकल्स विल बिकम मोशनलेस. यानी हमें वहां पे नोड मिलेगा। टोटल लेंथ हमने एज्यूम किया 30 सेंटीमीटर स्टूडेंट्स। सो 10 सेंटीमीटर पे हम होल्ड करेंगे, वहां हमें नोड मिलेगा। उसके आगे 10 सेंटीमीटर पे भी हम होल्ड करेंगे, वहां भी हमें नोड मिलेगा। Then what we have to do, in between these two nodes we need an antinode. So what we do students, we will pluck this string over here. So this particle will start vibrating with maximum amplitude, मतलब यहां हमें एक एंटीनोड मिल जाएगा। लाइकवाइज स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे एंटीनोड एंड यहाँ पे एंटीनोड। सो स्टूडेंट्स हमने ये स्टेशनरी वेव फॉर्म कर दिया, नोड 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 नोड, antinode antinode antinode. This time we have formed 3 loops, 1 2 3. Students, the distance between two consecutive node is lambda by 2, lambda by 2 मतलब ये भी lambda by 2. So students, total ये जो लेंथ है स्ट्रिंग का L, that can be taken as 3 times of lambda by 2. lambda मतलब इस बार स्टूडेंट्स आपको lambda 2 लेना होगा. So length of the string L can be equated with 3 times of lambda 2 by 2. Velocity of transverse wave on a string is given by V is equals to square root of T by M, where T denotes tension in the string, which is because of stretching. Small m is linear density, that is linear mass density, मतलब mass of the string per unit length of the string. We also know that wave velocity v होता है n lambda, where n is frequency and lambda is wavelength. Students, ये दोनों velocity तो है wave का, so क्यों ना हम इन दोनों को equate कर दे. When we equate, we get n lambda is equals to under root of t by m. Rearrange this, we get frequency n का formula, n is equals to 1 by lambda under root of t by m. This formula is very important for continuing this story students. For first case यानी first mode, for fundamental mode of vibration of string, हमने wavelength को lambda लिया हुआ है. So we can say n is equals to 1 by lambda under root of t by m. In second mode of vibration of string, हमने वेवलेंथ को लैम्डा 1 लिया है, सो हम फ्रीक्वेंसी को भी n1 लेंगे. n1 इज इक्वल्स टू वी गेट 1 अपॉन लैम्डा 1 अंडर रूट ऑफ t बाय m. थर्ड मोड ऑफ वाइब्रेशन स्टूडेंट्स, हमने वेवलेंथ को लैम्डा 2 लिया है, सो फ्रीक्वेंसी हम n2 लेंगे एंड वी से n2 इज इक्वल्स टू 1 अपॉन लैम्डा 2 अंडर रूट ऑफ t बाय m. In this first mode of vibration, can I say students, जो L है वो lambda by 2 है, so lambda को मैं 2L से रिप्लेस कर सकता हूँ, lambda को मैं 2L से रिप्लेस कर सकता हूँ. So I get formula for n. n is equals to 1 upon 2L under root of t by m. Students, ये है सबसे छोटे फ्रीक्वेंसी का फॉर्मूला, and that is the reason I call this as fundamental frequency. In second mode of vibration of string, n1 is 1 upon lambda 1 under root of t by m. Students, lambda 1 can be replaced by L. Lambda 1 can be replaced by L. So we get n1 is equals to 1 upon L under root of t by m. Students, मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं इसमें 2 से मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड कर दूंगा. So I get 2 upon 2L under root of t by m. Students, ये जो टर्म है इसे आप ध्यान से ऑब्जर्व करें. 1 upon 2L under root of t by m. This is nothing but fundamental frequency n. So I can say n1 is equals to 2 into n, where n is fundamental frequency. For third mode of vibration of string, n2 is 1 upon lambda 2 under root of t by m. L is 3 lambda 2 by 2. So students, lambda 2 I can replace by 2L by 3. Lambda 2 can be replaced by 2L by 3, तो 3 ऊपर. We get n2 is equals to 3 into 1 upon 2L under root of t by m. 1 upon 2L under root of t by m. Students, this is our fundamental frequency. So I can say that N2 is equals to 3 into N, where N is definitely fundamental frequency. Students, मैंने N1 को 2 into N लिखा, मैंने N2 को 3 into N लिखा, तो क्यों ना मैं N को 1 into N लिख दूं, क्योंकि ये खुद का फर्स्ट मल्टीपल तो होगा ही. So students, N is the first multiple of fundamental frequency. N1 is the second multiple of fundamental frequency. N2 is the third multiple of fundamental frequency. Now we have to decide harmonics and overtones. The frequency which are integral multiple of the fundamental frequency. The frequency which are integral multiple of the fundamental frequency are harmonics, and the tones whose frequency are greater than the fundamental frequency are overtones. एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेटमेंट दे रहा हूं स्टूडेंट्स अबाउट हार्मोनिक्स एंड ओवरटोन्स. All harmonics may or may not be present, but all overtones are always present. मैंने कहा all harmonics may or may not be present, but all overtones are always present. N is the first multiple of fundamental frequency. That's why this is called as first harmonic. Students, हमेशा फर्स्ट मोड ऑफ वाइब्रेशन यानी फंडामेंटल मोड ऑफ वाइब्रेशन को ही हम फर्स्ट हार्मोनिक कहेंगे. N1 is the second multiple of fundamental frequency. That's why this is harmonic number 2. N2 is the third multiple of fundamental frequency. That's why this will be harmonic number 3. What about overtones? The tones whose frequency are greater than the fundamental frequency are overtones. So this is fundamental frequency. इससे ज्यादा frequency में overtone मिलेगा. So this will be first overtone and बाद में ये वाला tone. So this will be second overtone. So in our case, in modes of vibration of a stretched string, first mode is first harmonic, second mode is second harmonic यानी first overtone, third mode is third harmonic यानी second overtone. So what conclusions we can draw in modes of vibration of a stretched string? Conclusion number 1. All harmonics are present. First harmonic, second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic, fifth harmonic, all harmonics will be present. If N is fundamental frequency, this will be first harmonic, second harmonic will be 2N, third harmonic 3N, fourth harmonic 4N, fifth harmonic 5N, and so on, students. So all harmonics are present. N, 2N, 3N, 4N, 5N, every harmonic is present. What about overtone, students? So मैंने कहा all overtones are present as usual. Overtones हमेशा सारे present होते ही है, तो यहाँ पे भी होंगे. What about relation between overtone and harmonic? Students, हमारे केस में for example अगर overtone का नंबर है n, तो हार्मोनिक का नंबर उससे एक ज्यादा होगा, that is n+1. तो आप कह सकते हो nth overtone will correspond to n+1th harmonic. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप ये वाला केस कंसिडर करो स्टूडेंट्स. ये कौन सा ओवरटोन है? ये कोई ओवरटोन नहीं है, तो आप इसे बोलोगे जीरोथ ओवरटोन. सो 0+1 विल गिव यू 1, तो हार्मोनिक नंबर 1 बच्चों. सेकेंड मोड देखो स्टूडेंट्स, ये कौन सा ओवरटोन है? ओवरटोन नंबर 1. एज पर फॉर्मूला आप +1 कर लो, 1+1 आपको 2 मिल जाएगा. सो ये हार्मोनिक नंबर 2. कंसिडर थर्ड मोड ऑफ वाइब्रेशन, ओवरटोन नंबर 2. एज पर फॉर्मूला आप 2+1 कर लो, आपको 3 मिल जाएगा. सो यू गेट थर्ड हार्मोनिक, राइट? frequency of vibration of string n is equals to P by 2L under root of T by M. T denotes tension developed in the string. Small m denotes linear density, that is linear mass density, मतलब mass of the string per unit length. L denotes length of the string and P denotes number of loops. In first mode यानी fundamental mode only one loop is obtained. So you put P is equals to 1, you get 1 upon 2L under root of T by M. For second mode of vibration of string, we get total 2 loops. So you substitute P is equals to 2. So you get 2 upon 2L under root of T by M. 2 cancel, you will get 1 upon L under root of T by M. In third mode of vibration of string, we got total 3 loops. So you substitute P is equals to 3. You will get 3 upon 2L under root of T by M. Alright. So frequency n का formula students P upon 2L under root of T by M, where खास ख्याल रखना है that P denotes number of loops. 1 loop, 2 loops, 3 loops. Look at first mode of vibration of string. How many loop? Only 1. कौन सा हार्मोनिक नंबर? 1. कितने एंटी नोड है? Only 1. And what about node students? 2. Look at second mode of vibration of string. How many loops? 2. कौन सा हार्मोनिक का नंबर है? 2. कितने एंटी नोड है? 2. कितने नोड है? 3. Look at third mode of vibration of string. कितने loops है? 3. कौन सा हार्मोनिक का नंबर है? 3rd. कितने एंटी नोड्स है? 3. कितने नोड्स है? 4. So what conclusion you can put here? Number of loops will match with harmonic number. That will match with number of anti nodes present. And students, हमेशा नोड का नंबर एक ज्यादा होगा. Students, now we are studying laws of a vibrating string. Fundamental frequency of a vibrating string under tension is given by n is equals to 1 upon 2L under root of T by M. Recently हमने इसका derivation किया. L is length of the string which is under tension. T denotes tension on the string. Small m linear density यानी linear mass density, that is mass of the string per unit length of the string. So students, can't I say small m यानी linear density is mass per unit length of the string? Mass of the string को मैं split कर रहा हूं, मैं mass को लिख रहा हूं density into volume. Volume को मैं लिख सकता हूं students area of cross section of the wire into length of the wire. Cylindrical wire, its volume can be taken as area of cross section into length, right? So students, this length will get cancelled, you get rho into a. Rho into a, and a is area of cross section. For a cylindrical wire students, area of cross section can be treated as area of circle which is pi r square. Okay? So small m को students हम लोग rho a से replace कर सकते हैं and then area of cross section को हम pi r square से replace कर सकते हैं. So small m linear density is equals to rho a यानी density into area of cross section. Linear density can be replaced by density multiplied by area of cross section. Using this formula, n is equals to 1 upon 2L under root of T by M as reference, we can study 3 laws of vibrating string: law of length, law of tension, law of linear density. First, law of length. The fundamental frequency of vibrations of a string is inversely proportional to the length of the vibrating string if tension and linear density are constants. Students, जब दो नंबर आपस में इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होते हैं तो उनका जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन होता है वो कांस्टेंट होता है. तो हम लिख सकते हैं NL इज इक्वल्स टू कॉन्स्टेंट, दैट इज N1L1 is equals to N2L2. Second, law of tension. The fundamental frequency of vibrations of a string is directly proportional to the square root of tension if vibrating length and linear density are constant. जब दो नंबर आपस में डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होते हैं तो उनका जो डिवीजन है वो कांस्टेंट होता है. सो आई कैन से n डिवाइड बाय रूट t इज इक्वल्स टू कांस्टेंट, दैट इज n1 अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ t1 इज इक्वल्स टू n2 अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ t2. थर्ड, लॉ ऑफ लीनियर डेंसिटी. द फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी of vibrations of a string is inversely proportional to the square root of linear density if tension and vibrating length are constant. जब दो नंबर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होते हैं तो उनका मल्टीप्लीकेशन कांस्टेंट होता है. सो हम कह सकते हैं n मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रूट m विल बी अ कांस्टेंट. n इंटू स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ m विल बी अ कांस्टेंट, दैट मीन्स n1 root of m1 is equals to n2 root of m2. Linear density small m is equals to rho into a density into area of cross section of the string if area of cross section is constant in the string. Can't we say linear density is directly proportional to density? So students, when area of cross section is kept constant, small m we can replace by rho in terms of proportionality. So n is inversely proportional to square root of density. जब दो नंबर आपस में इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होते हैं तो उनका मल्टीप्लीकेशन कांस्टेंट होता है. n into square root of rho will be a constant. That means n1 root of rho 1 is equals to n2 root of rho 2. Linear density of the wire small m can also be taken as rho into pi r square. When wires are made up of same material, they will have same density and pi is already a constant. So in terms of proportionality हम कह सकते हैं linear density small m of wire is directly proportional to radius का square. So students, in terms of proportionality हम ये small m को r square से replace कर सकते हैं. So we get n is inversely proportional to square root of r square. What is square root of r square? Obviously r. So we get n inversely proportional to r, radius of the wire. Hence we can say दोनों का multiplication will be constant. We get nr is equals to constant, that is n1 r1 is equals to n2 r2. Now we are studying extra formulae for solving numericals. Fundamental frequency of vibration of string n is taken as n is equals to 1 upon 2l under root of t by m. Small m linear density can be replaced by rho a. Rho is density of the wire and a is area of cross section. Equations को मैंने numbering दे के रखा है 1 and 2. A wire of density rho stretched between two bridges capital L unit apart while subjected to an extension of small l. Students, यहाँ पे वायर का लेंथ इंक्रीज हो रहा है बाय हाउ मच? स्मॉल एल. सो हम हमारे इलास्टिसिटी चैप्टर का यंग्स मॉड्यूलस का नॉलेज यूज करेंगे. यंग्स मॉड्यूलस y इक्वल्स टू फल अपॉन अल. कैपिटल F इज फोर्स, A एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन, ओरिजिनल लेंथ कैपिटल L, इंक्रीज इन लेंथ इज स्मॉल l. हमारे स्ट्रिंग वाले डेरिवेशन में स्टूडेंट्स हमने फोर्स को टेंशन लिया था. सो y का यंग्स मॉडुलस का फॉर्मूला बन जाएगा T इंटू कैपिटल L डिवाइड बाई A इंटू स्मॉल l. कैपिटल T टेंशन, कैपिटल L ओरिजिनल लेंथ ऑफ द स्ट्रिंग, स्मॉल l इंक्रीज इन लेंथ ऑफ द स्ट्रिंग and A is area of cross section of the string. When you rearrange, you get T upon A is equals to Y into small l upon capital L. Let's say this is equation number 3. स्टूडेंट्स हम यहाँ पे क्या कर सकते हैं, हम हमारे इक्वेशन 2 में इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं. Substituting 3 in equation 2, we get frequency n is equals to 1 upon 2l square root of Young's modulus into small l divided by rho into capital L. Thermal force, force acting on wire because of change in temperature, tension acting on wire because of change in temperature is equals to Ya alpha delta theta. Y denotes Young's modulus of material of wire, A area of cross section, alpha coefficient of linear expansion, delta theta is difference in temperature. Let's say this is equation number 4. स्टूडेंट्स अभी हम लोग 4 को इक्वेशन 2 में सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं. टेंशन T we can replace by Ya alpha delta theta. We get n का formula is equals to 1 upon 2l square root of Ya alpha delta theta divided by rho into A as it is. So students area cancel हो जाएगा, आपको n का फॉर्मूला मिलेगा n is equals to 1 upon 2l square root of Y alpha delta theta the whole upon rho. Specific gravity, which is also called as relative density, is denoted by sigma. Specific gravity, relative density sigma, is defined as the ratio of density of body to the density of water. That means sigma को हम लिख सकते हैं density of body divided by density of water. In another format हम लिख सकते हैं relative density को weight of body in air divided by loss of weight of body in water. Weight of body in air is T1 and weight of that same body in water is T2. So weight of body in air यानी T1 students, loss of weight of body in water का मतलब हुआ weight of body in air minus weight of body in water मतलब T1 minus T2. So we get sigma का formula equals to T1 the whole upon T1 minus T2. Taking reciprocal of both sides, we get 1 by sigma equals to T1 minus T2 the whole upon T1. Simplifying it students, आप इसको T1 को split कर लीजिए, right? You get 1 upon sigma is equals to T1 cancel, you get 1 minus T2 by T1. You get 1 upon sigma is equals to 1 minus T2 by T1. You need T2 by T1. Take it on that side. You get T2 by T1 equals to 1 minus 1 by sigma. Cross multiply कर लीजिए students. You get T2 upon T1 equals to sigma minus 1 the whole upon sigma. Taking reciprocal of both sides, we get T1 upon T2 is equals to sigma upon sigma minus 1. Few minutes ago students हम लोगों ने law of tension पढ़ा. Law of tension states that the fundamental frequency of vibrations of a string is directly proportional to the square root of tension if vibrating length and linear density are constant. That means n is directly proportional to root t. रेशियो के फॉर्मेट में n1 upon n2 is equals to square root of t1 upon t2 that is equal to square root of, रिसेंटली हमने सीखा स्टूडेंट्स t1 upon t2 है sigma upon sigma minus 1. So finally we got an important expression n1 upon n2 is equals to square root of t1 upon t2 is equals to square root of sigma upon sigma minus 1, where sigma is specific gravity also called as relative density.